Hello guys, welcome back to today's Pickleball. Today we're going to be doing a tournament recap, voiceover, and a breakdown of my game. So, you guys are probably wondering, what in the world are you talking about, Isaiah? We already did one of these, like about 2 weeks ago. So, kind of a long story, but I found my match footage of my PPA Professional Junior Tournament. So, one day, aka yesterday, I was thinking to myself, I remember seeing this PPA YouTube channel that says, it's called PPA Streamed Courts, and it's basically all the side courts, amateurs, all the other games other than the pros, they do record. And I remember seeing these phones on tripods with these huge batteries so they could last the whole day. And I was like, I remember seeing those. And I was like, I played, so they probably filmed my game. And so I scrolled. They have a ton of videos. So I scrolled. I was like, yeah, I'm never going to find my court because there's at least 40-something courts. So I thought to myself, I remember if you go on Pickleball Brackets and look up your matches, you can see what court you played on. Long story short, I ended up finding that court. It was court 18 at the PPA Cincinnati venue, and I found my game match footage. So I'm going to show you, and we're going to break down my matches. I cannot believe I'm saying this right now. I am super glad right now that I'm able to do this because I've really, really wanted to show you guys my match footage. So today we're doing that. All copyright. Please do not copyright me for this video, PPA. I am just using my match footage to show my viewers. So thank you very much. Let's get into today's video. Hello, guys. Welcome back to today's Pickleball. Happy New Year to all Zay's Cinematic Pickleball fans and Zay's Pickleball fans, and super excited to announce this video to you guys. I was able to find, some of the files of this PPA Cincinnati video of me playing, so I'm just going to do kind of a, basically a deep dive in strategy and get to watch my footage, so let's get into it. So right now I think the score is 2-0. I had a big serve there. Down with a nice third. He's going to clean it up there with a nice shake and bake. We were doing that a lot in this tournament. It was definitely working for us. I have to say, like, that play and strategy, we wanted to play aggressive and do a lot of that, and it was definitely working for us. So it was the right move. So we got second serve for Talon right now. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, before the match, we didn't really talk too much. We practiced a little bit the day before with a little bit of rec play, but that was really about it. Like, we didn't do anything a lot other than that the day before. So yeah, it's a quick side out. I think it's about 0-3. We're up. Down with a nice backhand roll, me with a nice roll. Can he clean it up? A little bit out. So now it's 1-2 or 1-3. They had very good serves. The Cassidy brothers were the first ones that we played, the first ones that we're playing right now. Very heavy hitters, very good, very consistent. They were, at the time of the tournament, they were rated about a 4.7, so just very good players overall. A lot of talent there. So definitely a pretty difficult game to start it off with, definitely, but I think that's how tournaments work. Like, I think you play, I don't know if it's the highest rated team, but you play one of the highest rated teams, because this team ended up getting bronze in the tournament. So we played them in our first game. It was best of 3. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was definitely a warm-up game for us. Like, we had to get going. Me with a nice speed up. I started off with a backhand speed up. He finished it up. That was definitely a great play by us. So we were definitely getting stuff done. Like, we were making the right moves. We were making them work. Like, I don't know if they expected us to be this good, or they expected us to be better, but all I know is that we were making our plays and we were doing the right stuff, so that's what mattered. So Talon's going to serve. I don't know the score because I can't hear the audio, but I'm going to let this point play out. I think that was in. So that was a great shot by them. Yeah, I want to say that was in because, yeah, I'm serving, so that was in. Wow, great shot by them. Yeah, my strategy was definitely... Oh, yeah. Oh. Trickled off the net. Unlucky. But my strategy was serving was definitely to serve big, serve deep, serve hard, and try to make the most of your serves, because it's the one shot that you can fully control. So it's the one that you should try to do the absolute most with, especially in singles. Actually, this wasn't even singles, but if I did play singles, I don't currently. I'm trying to, fix my ankle health back to full. I used to, have a lot of ankle issues, and it's, I'm trying to get it back to 100%. But maybe I'll play singles in Cape Coral. I don't know, but yeah, definitely serving. I was trying to be big with, and it was working. It was definitely the smart strategy. Nice finish by Talon. He just got him at his feet. They were pretty much confused at this point. Like, we definitely had him. It was a very close game right here. I don't know the score, but I want to say it was like 5-1 here. So, I mean, we were winning pretty decent against this good of a team. So, it was definitely a great hot start for us. Nice drop by him. He goes cross-court to me. Go back at him. Talon goes straight on. He's going backhand cross. Goes for the ATP. Just misses it a little wide. Good try, though. Definitely, those are worth attempting, because I think another strategy that we had was, high risk, high reward. I throttle a forehand. I think he misses that. But yeah, high risk, high reward. That's what we were going for. If you miss it, it's fine, because, we'll get it, and it's always going to be worth it, especially against really good teams like this. People say, oh, play boring pickleball. We did do that too. We did a mix. We did all the right things, and we played a good balance of a little bit of both. Because, playing just boring pickleball can be smart in a way, but sometimes it might get you in a hole because you're not being aggressive enough, especially against very, very aggressive teams like this one that we played. So you kind of have to play that good balance, because, they're just throttling serves at us, so it's definitely something that you have to have a good balance of. But yeah, we were blocking them. We're playing great defense. They're hitting, very hard, but we're turning all of it and being able to counter all of it, so that's definitely good. I don't know the score, but all right, the best shot of the tournament for me is coming up right now. You're gonna see this, guys. Ripped up the middle. That was the best shot I had all tournament. Right there, I set it to, and it was one of the coolest shots I've ever done. It was in person. That speed up down the middle was even cooler than it looked on camera, because on camera everything looks like around 10-20% slower. So in person that was extremely fast, probably about 35-40 miles an hour. So really, really fast. Following a forehand there, he cleans up. Great cleanup. I remember that exact play. Those were working for us very well, and we kept doing it because we knew that it was their weakness, and we wanted to keep pressing them on it. And it worked. So, yeah. Trickle off the net there. They go cross-court. He misses a cross-court dink back to them. All good. Side out to them. Second serve. Here we go. Rips the serve. Talon with a good return. A little out. Look, it had good pace on it, but their serves have so much pace. Honestly, it's almost so much pace that it's hard to keep them in bounds, because they're giving you so much pace at you. So I had a little bit of a strategy. Whoa, good flamingo by me. I had a good strategy for this. So I don't generally play against people that are this good, even though I have the potential to. I just never get the chance to. But my strategy was doing a shot that I don't do a lot, which is a backhand slice return. The reason it worked is because it cut through all their spin and slowed it down, because it's a little bit more floaty, lofty, and it kind of just slows everything down a little bit. So I almost had to play like 2017 style, and it kind of just worked. And so I kept doing it against both of them because they both serve really, really hard. So that was definitely something that was helping me out a lot, doing that backhand slice return, which I don't normally do. I usually do like a double backhand return, but my forehand return I kept that the same. I didn't do any slice. Maybe a little bit, but it was only just to slow it down. Not because I wanted to play like unorthodox or anything. It was really just for the main purpose of trying to slow them down and keep the pace, keep them playing our game. So that was game one. I think that final score of that one was 11-2, so definitely a wake-up call. you would think that we were going to win that, because I honestly think we played better that game, but I think that it was just, you know, we're going to settle then. So, yeah, the next game was definitely a little better for us in terms of score, but I honestly don't think we played as good. But you guys can see. I don't know. It's really, you'll just have to see for yourself. So we switched sides here. We're closest to this camera. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to start the serve here in game 2. Here we go, game 2, time in, 0-0. Start with a little double backhand. Messed up my footing really bad there. That's something I'm definitely prioritizing working on, is a lot of serving and returning and footwork, because that is something that I really want to work on in the future, because I'm obviously training for Cape Coral, as you guys know, and I really want to play in that tournament. My partner, Kellen, is actually going to be in Cape Coral while I'm there, which is, it's funny how that worked out, because, you know, I played with him in Cincinnati, and he's not playing in that tournament, though. Unfortunately, he injured his shoulder or elbow, I think it was, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, he won't be playing in that one, but he will be watching, hopefully watching me. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I might, my partners for that tournament, possibly, as you know, are the Pickleball twins. I don't know if this is, you know, locked in for sure, but hopefully that happens. So yeah, little miss serve for me. Second serve, he gets a nice serve, return to the net. Yeah, this game, it was pretty clean overall. It wasn't like horrible, but I think we were playing consistent. We were playing a little bit more boring pickleball this game, less like shake and bake, so it was a little bit less fun to watch for the viewer, but it was we did get a better score, so that's definitely good. We were doing offensive, defensive stacking, so we were switching, obviously, doing all that. Before this tournament, I literally didn't know how to do it, so he taught me, which I was super glad, because I was able to learn it in about maybe a week, if maybe a little more than a week, like 2 weeks. So it's pretty crazy how fast I had to learn that, but luckily I'm a very visual learner, so I was able to learn it extremely fast within the first time I played with him. I figured it out, so that was definitely good. Yeah, but it's little things like that in pickleball, you know, when you get to the higher level, it's strategy, so that's definitely important. But yeah. Talon's gonna serve here. Big serve. He has a very good serve. Got a lot of paste on it. Nice drop. They're flicking it. Playing good defense. He misses that. And then, oh, on that. It's unfortunate. Okay. I think it's still my serve though. Second serve, so that's good. Nice drop on Talon there. Good. Yep, good press. It works every time. It really does. Like, they do not know how to stop that. So it was definitely a good thing. Actually, no, he missed that because I would have been serving still. Okay, never mind. I can't see the other side of the court very well from this camera angle, obviously, because it's not very high production quality, but because it's in the corner, so some things I can't see. Return by me. Nice. Speed up at them. That was a throttled speed up. I was going full headwind mode at this point. And I just absolutely destroyed that counter with a quick scorpion. Yeah, I was fired up right there. Like, I was like, I am going to beat these guys. And I could. Like, I can 100% compete with these guys. I can compete with the best. No doubt about that. I just, you know, may not be exposed to it as much as they have, but I can compete with them 100%. I was throttling serves. They did a slice return. He just misses that. So we were feeling hot right here. So honestly, this game actually is pretty good to watch. I don't remember it being this energizing, but energy was up. I was hot. I was using the 3S Perseus 14mm Yola paddle. It was my main for a while. It still is probably going to be my main for another few months, but I may be switching to the Perseus Pro IV, specifically the Riptide Blue colorway, because I don't like the red and white. I think it's a little ugly. I like the color blue. As you can tell, I'm wearing a blue shirt in this video and blue socks. I really like the color blue. Yeah. So they get a point there. I think it's still first serve for them. Serve. They use an open stance serve, which is definitely, you know, how kind of Tyson does it. I go cross, I pop that up, but I still... Ooh. I did counter, but a little miss by him there, which is all good. Point for them. I don't know the score still. Can't hear the audio. I did a slice forehand return, which was almost sailed out, but stayed in, luckily. That was obviously, you know, just to slow down their pace. It's the only reason I would do it. I don't usually do that, other than this scenario. But for future tournaments, I won't be doing that. It was a fix for something that was a weakness in my game, unfortunately. So I won't be doing any slices. Maybe a backhand slice, but the forehand slices were very unnecessary. And something that I don't think lost me the game. I don't think it helped me necessarily a ton. I mean, it might have helped me a few times in certain scenarios, but something that I won't be doing in the near future. So, yeah. I call a timeout here. I think they're at maybe 8 or 9. They're pretty close. We're at maybe 3 or 4, I want to say. So, yeah, pretty in a tough spot, but... we just kind of, I grabbed water on the sideline, talked some strategy with him and stuff, so, yeah. All right, so we come back out on the court. Here we are. I think they're at 9 or 10. It's getting pretty close to the end here. I had a nice return there. They come up. We probably let them up a little too fast there. I think a better strategy for future tournaments that I'm going to play on, that I can learn from this, is keep your opponent back. Don't hit drop shots in the kitchen unless it's maybe like singles or something. It's just not something that's necessarily necessary. That was a unforced error by me. Really bad shot. I'm not really sure what that was. But, you know, I'm just glad that I can get this video out to you guys, though. You know, this is your first time seeing me play in the biggest tournament that I've ever played in. So it's pretty cool. You know, I've played in other tournaments, very small local ones, though, that aren't really fun to watch. I usually win all those, and we blow out teams pretty bad. I don't sandbag. I'm a good person, but I'm just saying, like, it's fun to watch me play better competition. You know, slice return, and that's out. That was kind of the issue with the slice return. It was a little inconsistent because, like I said, it was a patched fix for something that was a weakness in my game, so it wasn't really smart. And they take it there in two games, so yeah. But no, definitely very fun experience at PPA Cincinnati. I will be possibly uploading part 2 of my PPA recordings for PPA Cincinnati when we play our second team. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.